today's YouTube video, we're going to be talking about This Week in Trials. This is episode 31, I believe, of the TWIT. And to start the week off, I was not here. I did not play during the first card. I typically always do. If you're a long-time viewer of mine, you always know that. That's like one of the big things I feel like people heavily watch me for. Whether you dislike me or like me, you probably watch and see what the map is, how first card goes, and stuff like that. But I was not available this week, unfortunately, but I will be available every other week of the year, besides probably this week again. But the team that got Worlds first was a console team. I've never seen any of them, but congrats to them. They got it pretty quickly on zone control on Midtown, which is, I mean, I guess because of the zone control probably helps with that. So congrats to them. Anyway, on to one of the topics about this that I'm like, I just realized this like as I was about to record this video, but to talk about loadouts. And loadouts, the one thing that I would say right off the bat is Titans actually were used more this weekend than Hunters. And I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, I was saying chat, but comment section, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think there's ever been a weekend, I can't think of a weekend where Titans were more played than Hunters. I really can't. And I mean, it's an only 1% difference, like it's 39% Titans and then 38% Hunters, but I don't think there's been a weekend where Titans have overtaken any of the Hunter subclasses. And I think we are starting to come to a turning point in the meta where people are starting to learn the meta. I mean, the top three weapons are Dead Man's Tale, No Time to Explain, and the Envision Zero, which are like all long-range pulse rifles, all things that are very good when paired with like Titan's Ramparts, which also Titan's Rampart is number 4 this week, which is also, I think, kind of telling. Like, I don't know, the numbers on this are very interesting to me. Pulse rifle kills number 1. I don't know, I'm just very surprised to see that Titan is like that highly played, because Hunter just always typically is what people play. And I guess maybe the reason that is because Titan is, you know, the meta right now, so maybe that's finally why we're going to be seeing Titan overtake Hunter in terms of player usage, which is, I'm sure, going to raise some flags on Bungie's radar. Like, they're going to look at that, and they're going to think about the fact that, of course, this is a zone control week, but although this is a zone control week, this is also, you know, I mean, it's just trials, but zone control is typically when Titan's going to be the most powerful. So, I mean, if there was any week that Titans were going to overtake Hunters in terms of usage, it would be this weekend. But I just still am surprised, because I don't feel like we've ever had that be the case. Unless I don't know. Maybe it's happened in the past, but we didn't always have the usage charts available to us as public information. That's something that Trials Report has kind of, I think we've had for like the past like season and a half or something. I don't exactly know when. Wonderful website, by the way. If you guys are never go check out Trials Report, I highly recommend it. But I'm just surprised by that. So, and I wonder if we'll continue to see that trend where Titan is overtaking Hunter consistently, or if this is just a one and done. Like, you know, it's a zone control week, or it's just going to be Titan. You know, I don't know. We'll see in the future. But that is a very interesting like turn of events that I was honestly not even expecting. And when I see it, I'm not too surprised. Ultimately, like considering all the facts. But I know. Moving on, we had Flawless Pool as well this weekend, which, you know, it's Flawless Pool. So let me know in the comments below whether you guys enjoyed that. Like, maybe some of you were pumped to see Flawless Pool back and we're like excited to get into trials this weekend, although it was the bow, unfortunately, and the bow is really bad. Really not a fan of the bow personally. I just don't like bows in general. Like, bows in PvE are great, but PvP, not too big a fan of them. So, but let me know if you guys were excited for that. And I guess as well, let me know if you guys are excited for Fireteam based matchmaking, which is coming, I think, next season, or they're going to be testing it out next season. I think that's going to be really interesting. I almost like would rather prefer anything besides Flawless Pool. Like, I just dislike that you're able to subvert it so easily. Like, whether that means sitting on a 7-win card, you know, or resetting your card at 6 wins. Like, the system is clearly flawed, and I feel like there wasn't much forethought when it was put in place. But at the same time, I do respect what Bungie is trying to do in terms of trying to make the game more accessible and more friendly to casuals, because at the end of the day, I think that's what is going to make the game better in some instances. Obviously, in some, not so much. But I think they need to, you know, kind of expand the game or expand the audience of the game. And one way to do that is to kind of give players that maybe aren't so great at Crucible a reason to go into trials and play trials, or just like, you know, not even a reason, just like, or I guess a reason, but that reason you may have that reason not be because, oh, there's this loot, like have it be because, oh, there's this loot and I really enjoy playing it, you know? So I can definitely understand why they have it. I just wish that they would make it so it's like actually foolproof and not exploitable in multiple different ways, but instead they're obviously just going to be changing it. So I guess that's nice that we're at least getting some update on that in the future that we know of. Ultimately, as well, I'd like to know in the comments below whether you guys actually enjoyed this weekend, if you had a good time. It was Zone Control, Titan, Arc Titan in particular with Titans was pretty heavily used this weekend. 39% of players used Arc Titan, 20% of that 39, I think. I don't know if that's accurate exactly, but 20% of people picked Arc Titan, I guess. I don't know if it's 20% of the 39%. And then 7% used Titans. So, and Titans being number 4, like I said, is kind of a tipping point, because I think it's a very meta exotic at that point, because it's starting to break in. It actually beat out Transversive Steps. And I feel like the meta exotics are usually Stompies, Dune Marchers, Ophidians, and then Transversive Steps. So the fact that it's creeping into the top 5 and almost top 3, I think we're definitely going to see Bungie address it at some point. I'm sure it's already on their radar, and it's something they will talk about in the near future whenever they address PvP ability. That might be something we see talked about very close to the beginning of the new season, perhaps, or maybe a week or two after New Year's. It's obviously they're out for holidays right now, but and I think in general, as I posted a YouTube video yesterday talking about abilities, and I think in general, I hope that they're looking at reducing abilities across the board, whether that's Invis Hunter, Heal and Rift Warlocks, or Shoot Through Shield Titans, or whatever. Like, I feel like all of that needs to be taken down across the board in several ways to kind of put the game into more of a gunplay focused mode, which I think they want, I believe. And I think it would also kind of balance PvE, because I feel like a lot of people think PvE is very easy, but I don't know. Anyway, we'll make that the video. I'm kind of rambling at this point. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, as we are very close to 25K, and it's a free way to support me as a content creator that I appreciate greatly. So, and I'm trying to hit 25K before the end of this year, which is like 4 days from now. It's gonna be it is 4 days from now when this video is coming out, so because this year ends on the 31st, not the 30th. Anyway, I love you guys very much, and I'll see you next one. Peace out.